Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls Golden. What if, whatever you want to call me, and I'm back with part 2 of What If Deku had an adaptation quirk. And if you enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, and also make sure to comment down below any suggestions, future suggestions, anything like that. But I'm not gonna waste any more of your time, and we're gonna get right into the what if. Let's get it. The fight begins, and Bakugo charges at Midoriya. I don't know who you are, you extra, but die! Bakugo explodes Midoriya, but Rumi follows up with an insanely powerful kick, launching Bakugo. Todoroki blasts ice at Rumi, but then Midoriya, seemingly unfazed by the explosion, with only minor scratches, smashes into the ice. Rumi hops on his shoulder, boosting toward Todoroki, kicking him in the chest. Bakugo tries to get back up, but Midoriya is in front of him once again, punching him in the stomach and making him cough up saliva. The class stares in shock at what just happened, and that both of them looked in complete sync.
The winners are Midoriya and Rumi.
The class cheers and Rumi is super happy, but Midoriya just looks like he was expecting that outcome, just like his, normal self. Both Todoroki and Bakugo walk over, in which Bakugo declares this as some sort of war, but Todoroki just tells them that it was a good match and he just has to get stronger. Rumi tells him that they did good and that she is only super strong because of Midoriya. Rumi, you shouldn't say that, honestly. Like you did all the hard work. Everyone looks at him in shock, as like he's never really spoken much. Also, he's never given a compliment. Mina walks up and asks why does he only compliment her and not like, anybody else, including her. Rumi looks at her with a death stare, but Midoriya actually responds, well, you need to have something to compliment for me to compliment you. So the whole class starts laughing, and the rest of the matches continue. After they are dismissed, Midoriya and Rumi head back to the dorms, and Midoriya tells her that he's feeling tired and he just wants to go to sleep. Wow, tired? I didn't even think that was possible. Yeah, me neither, but I will talk to you later. Midoriya then heads into his room and falls asleep. When he falls asleep, though, he sees this odd figure. But it didn't feel like a dream. It feels like a memory, but one that he had no clue existed. A tall man approaches a young version of Izuku and pats him on the head.
It's okay, kid. Unfortunately, your parents are dead, but I can give you something that you lack. Just give me your hand.
An odd light transfers from the man to Midoriya, but then the memories disappear once again.
It's time for you to come back to me, child. You are in debt to me.
The man in his memories appears directly in front of Midoriya in his so-called dream and grabs his face. Midoriya wakes up and starts panting. What the hell was that? Did he give me this quirk? Rumi then runs into his room. Izuku, are you okay? You were yelling. It was just a bad dream, I think. Or a memory that I forgot about? I don't know. Rumi sits next to him, telling him basically, and he tells her what exactly happened. He tells and basically what he saw, and that it seemed like a man gave him this quirk or something. But Izuku, how is that even possible? Like, you must have been born with your quirk. I'm not sure, but it just felt so real. I don't know. She tells him that he should just get some sleep, but he tells her that he doesn't know if he can. Well then, I'll sleep here. She hops in his bed and tells him to lay down. He asks if she is sure, and she tells him just to lay down. He lays down and is a bit away from Rumi, but she basically shoots over to him and hugs him. Okay, go to sleep, Izuku. Everything will be fine. He smiles and then falls asleep. The next morning, they wake up, and Rumi is laying on top of him, hugging him. He smiles and stands up while she hugs him. Rumi, it's time to wake up. We're going to the USJ today. She wakes up, realizing that she is hugging onto Izuku, and lets go. She tries to say sorry, but he tells her it's fine and thanks her for staying with him. They both get changed and they head to class.
Listen up, you screw-ups. Today we'll be going to the USJ, so get ready, head out, and meet me at the bus.
Everyone agrees and then realizes, did he just call us screw-ups? They head to the bus, and when they arrive, they head to the USJ. Everyone talks about who they think is the strongest, and everyone says that it has to be either Rumi or Midoriya after, well, their display against Bakugo and Todoroki. Everyone looks over to hear what they would have to say, but they're both sleeping on the bus. The class awes except for Mina and Bakugo, who just look pissed, of course, for, well, different reasons. They arrive, and when they wake up, the class heads off of the bus. They enter the USJ and are greeted by Pro Hero 13, and she basically explains what the plan is. But out of nowhere, a portal begins to open in the middle of the USJ.
13, protect the kids.
Aizawa begins fighting a horde of villains. Midoriya begins staring at the man that seemed to be the leader. Memories then begin to flow back to his head.
You see this little one? This is a picture of a kid who is going through what you are. You are not alone, and not only the one who is affected by this society.
Midoriya begins running down the staircase, and his class at 13 call to him, but it's no use. He can't hear them. This guy, he's working for the man in my memories. Midoriya runs up, and Shigaraki looks at him.
Hello, kid. Master told me you would come to me. It's time to come pay your debts.
Aizawa hears this and yells for Midoriya, but he isn't listening to anything. I don't owe you shit. I grew up on my own, struggled on my own. You got everything handed to you by your little master.
No. I came here to kill All Might, but bringing you is just as good. Nomu beat the kid half to death.
A large monster charges at Midoriya, punching him, and he goes flying. Midoriya stands up, slightly hurt. It won't be that easy. You won't be leaving here alive. Midoriya charges at the Nomu, but gets pinned down, and just begins getting beat senseless, and nobody is able to help him. His face begins to just get repeatedly bashed into the ground, and the Nomu then gets the signal to stop.
That's enough, Nomu. Bring him here.
The Nomu grabs Midoriya and brings him to a portal. Before Midoriya can be taken away, he opens his right eye in a way telling Aizawa that he's fine.
What the hell is up with that kid?
And what the hell is he up to? The main villains, including the Nomu, then leave, and Rumi screams for Izuku. Midoriya is then strapped to a chair.
Okay, Izuku, tell me, why does my master want you so badly? I mean, you have such a weak quirk.
Midoriya opens his eyes as if completely coherent.
Well, Shigaraki, that's why I'm here. I would love to know the same thing.
Shigaraki begins thinking that this kid should be knocked out still. How the hell is he even awake?
So how long are you gonna keep me here? Until Master comes. In about a week.
Wow, a week, huh? Shigaraki tells him in the meantime to shut up and wait. Well, this is kind of surprising. Shigaraki looks confused. You're the only one here. Midoriya shows that he has already broken out of his cuffs and restraints. Midoriya kicks Shigaraki into the wall. Yeah, you messed up. Now you're gonna die. Shigaraki smiles and yells for his Nomu. The Nomu tries to punch Midoriya, but when the punch lands, it doesn't do any damage at all.
What the hell? You weren't this strong before.
You know what they say? I am a survivor. Midoriya punches the Nomu's head until it basically becomes a small blood puddle. He then looks at Shigaraki with a death stare, but then he falls into a portal, getting away. Damn it. Well, I have to get back to UA. Midoriya walks out to see that the city looks completely different. What the hell? Where am I? A man walks by, calling him crazy for not knowing he's in California. California? You mean America? Damn it. Midoriya searches everywhere, trying to find his phone at least, and eventually finds it, calling Aizawa.
Midoriya, where are you? Are you alright?
Yeah, I am. I'm fine. But I'm kinda in California.
What the hell? Why did they take you there?
Not sure. But maybe it's just some hideout that they had and they didn't want me near Japan for a while. But I have no way back.
Let me handle that, kid. I'll be sending you money to your school card and for a hotel and other expenses. Just hang in there and we'll send you a flight home. But it won't be for a while.
Damn. So I'm missing the sports festival, huh?
Yeah, sorry, kid. But maybe this is for the best. I will update you in a couple days.
Thanks, Aizawa. Midoriya then heads to the hotel and asks for a room. He gets his room and gets a text from someone. Oh, it's Rumi. She texts him asking if he's okay and what's happening, and he just explains the situation to her and that he'll be in America for a bit. She begins asking tons of questions, but Midoriya really doesn't have an answer for any of them. He just tells her that he will be cheering her on for the sports festival from a hotel room. A couple of days pass, and Midoriya begins training on some beaches that are nearby, and basically also then watches the sports festival. He actually watched Rumi get first place, but when she got the first place award, she looked extremely unsatisfied or sad. He called her, telling her that just because he isn't there, it doesn't mean that she can't be happy about her win and that she did an amazing job. He then tells her that he'll be back soon, that Aizawa is actually sending a private plane in about a day. Midoriya the next day then answers his phone.
Kid, come to this airport. We're here to pick you up. We sent you the address.
Okay, sounds good. See you in a bit. When Midoriya arrives, he is greeted by Aizawa and Nezu, and Midoriya explains what happened and all about his past memories that are for some reason slowly arising now. They explain that the only man that they know of that can give or take quirks is the top villain in Japan by the name of All For One. Once they say this, Midoriya begins remembering that name and how All For One did tell him that he is in debt to him now. They explain to Midoriya that his scores in the entrance exam and basically through their own recommendation still got him tons of internship offers, but he also got one from someone who never really gives internship offers and barely gives work study offers.
Who are you talking about, Sensei?
After the flight, they arrive at UA, and Aizawa tells him to get some rest, but to also say hello to Rumi because, she's been kind of sad for the last week. He says he will, and Midoriya runs to the dorms. Midoriya walks to her door and knocks on it. She opens the door, and when she sees him, she jumps on him and begins crying, dragging him into her room for the night. The next day, they go to classes like normal, and Aizawa explains the internship offers and that they must have one picked out by today. And they all agree, and Aizawa passes out papers of lists of internships.
Okay, now class, you'll all be choosing your hero names. But that's really not my thing, so Midnight will be assisting you with that. I'm just gonna go sleep.
She walks into the room and tells the class to pick their names and just put it on a whiteboard. Rumi actually ends up picking the rabbit hero Mirko, and then the last person to go is Midoriya.
Well, it's kind of simple, but I just wanted to be called Survivor.
Midnight asks why, but because isn't that just his quirk's name? And he says, yeah, but just like his quirk, he survived by any means. So he feels that survivor fits him the best. She agrees and he sits down. Class ends, and the next day Midoriya says his goodbyes to Rumi and a couple of the other classmates, and they all part ways to their internships. Midoriya walks up to his internship and is greeted by. And that is the end of part 2. Obviously, I left a huge blank on who the internship's going to be. I actually want to leave that all up to y'all. Who do you guys want me to basically have him internship with? The book's completely open. It could be a brand new character if you have an idea for like an insane hero that you want to just add and it fits the fits the story. Say that in the comments. But also if it could be an actual hero agency, whatever hero you want. If you feel like, oh yeah, this person works well, maybe say that. If I end up not liking a bunch of them, or I don't find one that I'm like, okay, yeah, that's really good, then I'll probably just go with one that I previously already thought of to put here. But yeah, I want to make these a little bit more interactive. I feel like that'd be fun. I mean, it seems like from the part 1 you guys been enjoying this series so far, so I want to give y'all some like leeway to basically pick something. That's why this episode's a little shorter, because I wanted to do that for y'all. But nonetheless, if y'all enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And like I said, comment down below any future suggestions, but also comment down below any suggestions for the internship. But yeah, that's about it, and I hope all y'all have an amazing day. Later.
I don't wanna waste what's left.